I just got off a call with one of my private clients, and the problem that she had was that her low ticket ecosystem was working. She was bringing in leads, but a lot of these like warmed up leads were just not biting at the high ticket one to many offer that she had done, that she had sold successfully. So we knew there were all of these warm people watching her stuff, and we weren't quite sure how to capture them. So I will walk you through this. What we decided to do was activate them, and with one message, one move, and I'll walk you through all of this. She sold 85K in about 48 hours, which is really cool. So I kind of want to, since I have this up, I want to walk you through it and show you exactly why we made those decisions and how it all worked. So this is basically the overview of my low ticket ecosystem. We had set this up for her with a lot of AI already in the past. So we used a lot of AI in the process, and we have this self liquidating ecosystem that brings in warm leads through a highly qualifying ad and front end offer for my client's niche. And her niche does not like to spend money. Um, we warm them up. She honestly doesn't even have all of this set up. She has like two parts of this maybe set up. So she's still scratching the surface. But we had seen that there were all these people who had gotten to the onboarding call or even had like a sales call with her and just weren't biting at her, year-long 9K program to help them. So what we started doing was thinking, okay, what else can we do? And our first train of thought was obviously, how can we sell more of this one offer? And as I was talking to her about those leads, I was like, I think what we can do is test out a new high ticket offer, because I know her goal was to have two tiers of masterminds, like one with super high touch, very high level clients she could like really pour herself into, and then her main offer that she was already doing. So that's when I was thinking, why don't we just test out, validate this new high ticket offer? Because we could totally do like the webinar and like the appointment setter and all these other things to sell more of her current high ticket. But I was like, let's just do a very quick validation test. It'll take you 20 minutes and we'll get instant results. So we used a lot of AI, as mentioned, for her low ticket ecosystem. We already had automation, like automated nurture sequences set up. So when people came in, there was already a process in place that would warm them up. And obviously we had a lot of AI assisted content creation happening and traffic. So that was great. But as we saw, that's no longer working as well. So then we looked at, we've warmed them up. We've built trust. They are not buying the thing we want to sell. Why not? So we said, let's test and launch a new mastermind. And we actually decided to go higher ticket than lower ticket. So when you have like a main offer, I feel, and you're like, oh, I want to sell more, or there's people who haven't bought it yet. It's very tempting to go like lower ticket and sell something cheaper. And I'm always like, please, if you don't have a big email list, please don't launch a low ticket membership. It's a lot easier to go lower ticket. And in her case, I was like, you've got a 9K offer. I know there's like a lot of money in this niche, even though it's known for not wanting to spend it. But her one-to-one at a premium is booked out. So I thought, what if we test out this like super high level mastermind, go higher ticket, no sales page, no webinar, no funnel, like not even a document, nothing. But there's leads there. We have nothing to sell them. So what we did was do a very simple personalized outreach strategy. Like we had this conversation and I was just like, cool, here's what to do. She handpicked 7 warm leads from people from her list of people she had already spoken to, either like onboarding call or game plan call, like in the kind of last month or two, that she was like, oh, they're such a good client. I would love to work with them. But for whatever reason, my offer just didn't seem like a fit. We decided, so since we use like a lot of AI in all these other places, we were like, what if let's go super raw, let's go very human, let's go all in on that relationship. So she sent a tailored video message, like literally a loom. It was about 60 seconds to these 7 people. I'm going to show you like this more or less a script she followed. So it was nothing complex. It was super direct. And here's what we kind of crafted, like a version of this. So, hey, Joanna, whatever, just want to send you a quick personal message. Since we had a chat a while back about helping you with et cetera, want to follow up because I've actually been working with several clients in similar situations, and there's some pretty cool things happening that's going to help you benefit, result. So there's been quite a few updates, and I actually decided that I'm putting together a new high-level offer for people like you who are doing, whatever they're doing, that I think is going to make a huge difference to your business bottom line, however you want to phrase it, with whatever the goal is for them. If that's something that you are exploring and would be interested in, just reply to this email and we'll find a time to connect. So I'll take care of the rest. Take care. You can make this super chill. It's just, hey, there's this thing. I thought about you. Are you interested? So she sent 7 of these messages. 4 immediate replies, like within 4 immediate replies. And she closed a $35K and a $50K client within 48 hours. There was no sales page, no funnel, but we were just leveraging like the goodwill she had built up because of this ecosystem, yeah? Because once like she buys the leads basically, you're getting the buyers in through the funnel, through the ad, we're warming them up. In her case, we were doing like a lot of email marketing. We had this whole omnipresence campaign with all of her top content. So her people kept seeing her. She like has a podcast, she's got LinkedIn. And even when she like wanted to kind of draw back and not do as much marketing, that ecosystem was still running because we had built it in the past. So even if you stop marketing for 2 weeks, that's not the end of the world because there's equity, goodwill equity, relationship equity that's been built up. So that's what we did. And yeah, it only worked because the client. Obviously, she's amazing and she's so good on the relationship stuff, and that worked really well. And it worked because the low ticket ecosystem had already done the heavy lifting and had found them and warmed them up. So something like this, I think, is just such a great story of how things can work really well. We've got the low ticket ecosystem to pull in leads, to warm them up. We're using AI whenever possible, save ourselves time, but we're adding back the human touch points because we're all humans. And that's basically that combination, that those steps helped her sell her first 2 spots in her very high level mastermind. One person even wanted hybrid 1-to-1 with her and the mastermind. All right, cool. Let's do that. And that was like with almost immediate results. So if anything I've kind of said sounds good about using more AI in your business, getting those shortcuts, applying and implementing your own version of the low ticket ecosystem to buy your ideal clients, warm them up on as much autopilot as it is possible, and then move them into your high ticket 1-to-many or 1-to-1 programs, then you should probably set up a game plan call. We're going to go over everything. I want to get to know you, or we want to get to know you to see, can we actually help? If yes, here's how. We'll map that plan out for you of here are the steps that we think you should be implementing to get from where you are now to where you want to go. And then if that sounds good, then you can decide to work with us. And if not, you have those ideas, you can go off and implement them on your own. So pop the link in or around this video, and it's go.maggiolo.com/book to send an application and find a time that works for you, and we'll have the conversation. And worst case, we'll give you some ideas and you can go off and do that by yourself. All right, I'll see you in the next one.